just acknowledge the scriptures and just follow the scriptures. They were known as the people of Moses. And those people that went away from the scriptures, if you like, or went further beyond and searched for God and searched for this inner knowledge, they were known as Rahabs.
तो ईसा अलैहिस्सलाम के ज़माने जिन लोगों ने रब को गारों में ढूंढने की कोशिश करी ना, उनको राहब हवारी कहते हैं ना.
And similarly, in the time of Jesus, those people that searched for God went into the caves and searched for His love and His essence. They were known as Hawaris.
और हजूर पाक के ज़माने में जिन लोगों ने अल्लाह को पाने की हासिल करी ना, उनको सूफी कहते हैं ना.
And similarly, at the time of the Prophet Muhammad,
घर बार छोड़ा जिन लोगों
those
ने
people that left their homes and sought the essence and love of God, they were known as Sufis.
चीज़ वही है, नाम मुख्तलिफ है. जैसे अल्लाह वही है, नाम मुख्तलिफ है.
It is the same thing, but known by different names and different times. Just as that is the same God, His name is Allah, but He is known by different names in different people in different ages.
Why do the Sufis have to leave the home to find God? Is God not in the heart, or is God not at home?
क्या बोलता है?
पूछने के सूफियों को घर क्यों छोड़ना पड़ता है? क्या अल्लाह घर में नहीं है या दिल में नहीं है?
मतलब है वो एक तो लोग वो थे ना जिन्होंने घर में अल्लाह को पाने की कोशिश करी ना, तो दूसरे वो थे ना जिन्होंने घर बार छोड़ के अल्लाह को पाने की कोशिश करी ना, वो उनसे ज्यादा अल्लाह को करीब थे ना.
So there are two types of people. There were those who sought to find God whilst still in the home, and there were others who actually left their homes and went into deserted places to find God, and those were the most closest to God, meaning that they made more effort and they tried to keep themselves away from the distractions of the world. They chose that method.
क्योंकि दूसरे लोगों ने देखा ना कि ये घर में बच्चे बीवी माल दौलत हमारे लिए रुकावट है, उन्होंने इस रुकावट को खत्म करके अल्लाह को गए जल्दी पा गए ना.
In the latter case, those people discovered that in the home there was the children, the family, money, and many other obligations and many obstructions, meaning the world and all its pleasures and contents and the problems. So they then left all those to find God, because in a way they couldn't handle those problems. They couldn't deal with two things at the same time.
तो वो दिल उधर लगाना पड़ता है, दिमाग उधर लगाना पड़ता है ना, तो शहरों में ज़रा मुश्किल होता है. इधर भी दिमाग उधर भी दिमाग, टाइम लगता है ना. उधर में सिर्फ उधर ही दिमाग रहता है, जल्दी कामयाब हो जाता है.
Because to find God, the heart has to be with God and the mind has to be with God, meaning your focus and your concentration and your sincerity and your intention. But whilst at the home, your mind and your heart are in two different places.
I can understand that, but at the same time, when we have agreed the responsibility, the commitment of your family and your home and those you've chosen to bring into the world and care for, it seems that it would bring displeasure to God for you to leave them just to go with Him when you can stay.
I think I understand that.
Okay, thank you.
So मेरे पूछने के क्या फिर ऐसा गलत नहीं है कि अल्लाह ताला ने और भी तो जिम्मेदारियाँ लगाई हैं कि बीवी बच्चे जो बच्चे हमारी दुनिया में आते हैं उन पर भी फ़र्ज़ है हक़ूक़ुल इबाद. तो क्या अगर उनको छोड़ के जंगल में चले जाएं या घर बार छोड़ दें अल्लाह की तलाश में, तो क्या अल्लाह से नाराज़ नहीं होता कि वो भी ड्यूटी है और मुझ तक पहुँचने तक और ये छोड़ के सब कुछ चले गए?
नहीं, ये तो कुर्बानी है ना, जो अल्लाह कुर्बानी मांगता है ना, जो जितनी ज़्यादा कुर्बानी देता है उससे ज़्यादा उसके करीब हो जाता है.
That is part of the sacrifice. God does require some sacrifice, and those that sacrifice the most are the most closest to God.
Sometimes, let's see how do I say this. Sometimes I feel like it's sacrifice to stay and to stay with the commitments and responsibilities, and also try to live this life as well. It's very difficult, isn't it?
सरकार ये कह रही है, मेरी समझ है कि ये भी एक किस्म की कुर्बानी है कि ये तमाम जिम्मेदारियों को निभाना और साथ साथ इस लाइन में भी रहना.
ये जो कुर्बानी है ना, ये तो वक्ती है ना, 20, 30, 50, 60 साल के लिए. वो जो कुर्बानी है वो तो असली है ना, वो सारी उम्र के लिए.
This may be the case. Indeed, these are sacrifices, but these are small sacrifices and they're sort of temporary, and you'll be obliged to them for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. But the other sacrifices are forever, and they have an everlasting nature once you achieve that state. Meaning that in neither case it's wrong. This is a question of balance or understanding, or where one finds themselves.
तो फिर इनको जो वक्ती है इनको छोड़ना पड़ता है ना, तब वो जो हमेशा के लिए मिलती है ना.
Discuss. And to find that everlasting peace or that everlasting goodness through that sacrifice, these smaller things have to be sacrificed. Meaning the smaller for the larger, the temporary for the permanent.
और ये तारीख भी गवाह है ना, किसी भी मज़हब के तुम जो उनके गुरु है उनकी तारीख देखो ना, कि उन्होंने अल्लाह के लिए सब कुछ कुर्बान किया, जंगलों में गए, फिर उनको अल्लाह मिला ना.
And historically, if we see, many of the gurus and many of the people who became very close to God, they actually went into the jungles and they left many things behind, and then they found God. But one thing also that has to be added, incidentally, is not everybody does that. There are some people that do that.
Sometimes it's very tempting, but other times I feel like this granddaughter or like our other grandchildren, I feel it's so important to be there, to be able to tell them these things. And like, this is where God wants me right now,
Sure.
with the children, and to teach them and to let them validate what they see and know and help them grow.
तो कह रहे कि ये भी सही है, और मेरा कभी जी चाहता कि सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के मैं चली जाऊँ, लेकिन एकदम ये भी ख्याल आता कि और भी जैसे बच्चे हैं, जैसे इनकी बच्ची का तस्करा है, कि ऐसे लोगों के लिए भी यहाँ मौजूद रहें घर में, ताकि उनको भी इस्लाम को बता सकें, उनको सिखाएं और उनकी सोबत में उनको
मतलब पहले खुद पक्के हो जाना. पक्का घड़ा होता है ना, तो फिर उसको मार्केट में लगाते हैं, लोग बजाते हैं, टन टन बोलते हैं. तो कच्चे घड़े को उस एक सोनी को डुबो दिया था उसमें.
That is so, but it is still very important to become strong and powerful and completed and completely nourished and spiritually perfect yourself, and then to tell other people about this knowledge and to propagate it and to give them this benevolence. Just as we have a pot and it's cooked properly and then they take it to the market, people test it and then they buy it. But if it's weak, and that was the case that related to our story where the lady took the pot, used it to swim from one end of the corner to the other, and she actually drowned.
This is why sometimes I feel
That's just a proverb.
the very, very strong need just to go up in the mountains by myself or with a friend, just to go up to the mountains and just be quiet with God, or go to the ocean, the same thing. Then I come back feeling nourished and filled again.
कहीं कभी ये हाजत होती है और मैं अकेली या हैदर को या कुछ सहेलियों को लेकर पहाड़ों में निकल जाते हैं हम लोग, कभी समुद्र के पास बैठ जाते हैं और यही होता है कि अल्लाह ताला के साथ कुछ वक्त गुजारे, अकेले बैठ जाएं, फिर वापस आ जाते हैं.
नहीं, पहाड़ों जंगलों में अल्लाह नहीं मिलता है, वहाँ हवान में रहती है ना. तो वो भले पहाड़ में हो भले घर में, बस 24 घंटे अल्लाह होता रहे.